This is a little bit behind the scenes type thing, and I will not go live on the actual radio until, until I actually am ready. So I'm just trying to find everything that is allowed me. I have all this great stuff going on in my life, and I have to adapt and adjust as it goes. And that's what I'm doing. I'm adapting and I'm adjusting. Hey, baby, how you doing? Your mom is getting prepared for her show. Yes, I'm getting prepared, and I'm letting it do what it do. I'm not going to worry about all the rest of the stuff that's going on. And we'll just go from there. You know, to God be the glory for all the great things that he's done. We're going to test the mic a little bit because life is awesome. Hopefully, me and my guests that I'm supposed to have will come on and call in and go from there. Hey, how y'all doing? Look, I'm doing everything but I need to do. Just bear with me, good people, my good people. Yep, bear with me. I'm getting there. God is good. So let's start here. Let's get the audience rolling. Let's do what we need to do to get it started. Let's get it started. Oh. Let's get it started. Oh. Hey, you, hey. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw on some. Let's do this. This is a good starter song right here. Let's see how it roll.
You ever had a day when you're on such a spiritual high and you're feeling strong? Cause you got all of heaven on your side. Ever
had a day
when your confidence is high and you feel like nothing can make you fall or even compromise? But what
about those days when you're not feeling so strong
and you cry cause you don't know what to do, thinking that you're wrong?
About the times when so much is on your mind
and everything that you tried to forget, you just can't seem to leave it behind. Don't you wish that
every day was an easy day? Hey sis, how you doing? Thank you, beautiful. If ever had a day,
was an easy
day,
you'd never be able to say that
Jesus brought you through.
You ever had a day
Nothing's working.
when tomorrow comes, you caught up in
The moment
on a cloud nine without a doubt. You ever
had a day
yesterday
was gone.
there was nothing that even mattered, cause you already knew you were
About that day,
you just don't
understand,
and just when you get up it seems you're
falling down again.
what about
That time, so much.
that you believe and the doubt causes you to wonder, come on, what you see, don't you wish that
Every day wasn't easy. was an easy day. Oh, 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 oh. Was an easy day. Nothing you cannot do. Every day was an easy day. Able to say that Jesus brought you through. Give me a second. Every day was an easy day. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. So this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. What about them days, y'all? What about them days, y'all? What about them days? You gotta go through something if you wanna get somewhere. Oh, oh. Hey, it's your it's your girl Kimberly Therese, and we are here. Y'all listen to this music, so I can have something for you. Hey, lady.
Hello.
Hey, Monet.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, lovely lady?
Good.
Okay, so we're doing things a little unorthodox today because of how everything has transpired this morning. So, hold on. Let me get you right, girl. Let me get you right. Can you hear me? Monet. Hold on. Keep going.
Okay. I was like, am I going to be on the radio as soon as I call? Or y'all going to tell me what the topic is first?
Actually, yeah. So, and this is like the unorthodox way that everything, but you know what? It is what it is. Stuff comes up, and we not sweating the small stuff. We gonna just make it do what it do, and we gonna go from there. So.
Okay, because I was like, yeah, y'all got one phone. Like, that was weird. I ain't even gonna say nothing.
Right. So anyway, let me do like my mama do. My mom be like, anyway.
I felt the hate. I was like,
But look, to God be the glory. That's how he make us, girl. That's how he get us strong and get us right, you know? So, but for the most part, you're here, I'm here, we're here, we finna do this thing. I just gotta figure out how to connect you or make the speaker work. Like, I don't know how to do this though. So say something.
Is JD there?
Oh, you're on live now. See, now I had to listen. You on, like everybody can hear you right now.
Oh, okay.
So tell the world, hey.
Hey, world, this is Monet.
Tell them what you do.
So I'm in my 4th year of naturopathic medical school, which is a new field of medicine that's a blend between Western conventional medicine. So they still do minor surgery and can prescribe you pharmaceuticals, and we study that, but we excel in the Eastern medicine, which is botanical medicine, actually trying to get you off of medications and away from surgeries.
Right.
Chiropractic, we do cryotherapy, just all these different modalities before you jump to pills and surgery first. Yeah,
exactly.
Sometimes those things are irreversible, especially surgery. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And for those that are here and that have missed the whole non-introduction of this show, Monet is the introduction of the show. So this is my girl Monet. known as Monet on Facebook. She is part of WPMM. She is out of town, but she's here. We want to talk about some things like success, how to get to it, what we're doing. And to be honest, Monet, I know this kind of like just, hey, let's do it. And it was not planned, but because God is so good and you're back, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's just make it happen. I was actually, today, my message was going to be stay the course. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? Stay the course. And that's why when you said that, I said, oh, no, you come on. And you tell about your journey. And so let me go ahead and get the formalities out the way. Then we're going to get started, with on a personal note. It's your girl, Kimberly Therese, where it's Monday. It's 11 a.m. and it's time for show. We running a little bit behind because we had a little technical difficulties and some conflicts, but all is well. All is well. And so what we're doing today, we're at Monet. Tell them where you from again, Monet. Well, I know you from here, but you know what I mean.
Right. I'm from all over because my dad's military, but right now I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
Because the type of medicine that I'm studying, there's only like a handful of states that offer medical schools for that. So
oh, wow. Okay,
we're
so.
more out west, and I think up on the East Coast, like Chicago.
Okay. So, yes, she is in Arizona. And she's there for school purposes. And so, but she's, like I said, she's part of WPMM radio, and talk radio. And I'm just honored that she actually came on today because it kind of suits what I'm talking about, mentally, physically, and, and everything that you need to move forward. And so before we get started, let me just say let me go through the disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by individual radio hosts and guests are of their own and does not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WPMM Radio. WPMM Radio does not intend to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, anyone, or anything. For y'all that do not know, Juneteenth is the weekend that Changing Horizon Media Group is getting ready to go forth in their grand opening. It is this Saturday. Y'all heard me, this Saturday at 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Masks are required inside, but we're going to have all kind of things going on, and you just have to stop by and see. I mean, it's a wonderful sight. It's going to be a wonderful sight. Y'all just come through and support, send people up. If they say what's going on, put us on that list. Because I seen somebody asking, it was about 10 different things going on, but I added us to the list. And I just let y'all know that that's what happened. So DJ Dread-Eye on Friday night from 8 to 12 p.m. He's doing an Afro-Caribbean nights, theme nights event at the Cultures Event Space, where if you RSVP at 850-777-6024, you get to get in free before 9. And after that, it's $10. It's still enough. It's still affordable for you to go and you to have fun. And so with that being said, just make room for us, y'all. Make room for us. Show us a little bit of support and know that we are here at 1000 West Michigan Avenue. We are doing our grand opening at our new location. Where we are under the umbrella of Changing Horizon Media Group. But we also are a radio station. Of course, y'all know that, right? We're a talk show too. And we're affiliates of Cheryl Underwood Radio, where you can listen to us anytime from anytime, really 24 hours we're playing. But you can listen to her 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And you can download the app at of WPMM from the Apple Store or Google Play. But we also have made room for you also to advertise your businesses. So you can contact us at WPMMonline@gmail.com. But just know that we are also U-Haul dealers. And at this time, if you come during office hours and you're not available to get, you can always go online. You can always go online and reserve your equipment. We have made it accessible for you to get your U-Haul at your convenience, even if our doors are not open. So, just call us and, let us know what's what. For the most part, I'm done. I got all that out. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and because I am in medical school, if for some reason something comes off as recommendation, just as a reminder to the public that you should go get worked up by your own physician or, make decisions for yourself. And especially in naturopathic medicine, what we do is we do customized, individualized medicine. So that means we work you up for 2 hours first before we even give you a recommendation. So be careful with just snatching tidbits, off of YouTube and the internet and radio. Make sure it applies to you.
Exactly.
You can mess yourself up even with a botanical.
Exactly.
Doing the wrong thing.
And it's so funny that you say that, because I was just telling my son yesterday, I had a little back pain yesterday, and he was like, well, do this and do that. And I said, everybody is different. Everybody, the recommended stuff don't work for everybody. So.
Yeah, but I like what you were saying about staying the course, and then you brought up that we kind of have an unorthodox show and no really preparation, but that's how life is sometimes.
Yes, it is.
You have to stay the course.
Exactly. No matter what, you can't just throw your hands up and walk away at all. No. So for y'all that don't know, and Monet, for you too, I am on Facebook Live on my personal page, WPMM Talk page, but I'm also on Instagram live as well. So you're going to be heard in a few places today. Okay. Yes, ma'am. So for those that y'all don't know, me and Monet wanted to talk because she had gave a brief testimony to the family. And we thought it was pretty cool that she would come on and share her experience, because like I said, with my message today, is called Stay the Course. You may make some mistakes, you may take some loss, you may even gain some enemies, haters, or even onlookers that may never tell you that they're paying attention. At either rate, when you see the things that goes on in life, and that the stones that people secretly throw, stay the course. Stay the course. If I'm not going to talk my whole message, because I want y'all to hear from Monet, and I want y'all to hear one, her testimony, and then two, how she came back from it. So Monet, you got the floor, baby.
Okay. Well, I can't believe I'm actually even admitting this, because I do have a little bit of an ego, but so I had left Pensacola, which was already a low blow that I left my radio family, came here for medical school. Been here going on almost 4 years, and was threatened with getting kicked out of medical school, like literally, like pack your stuff up and go.
Oh, wow.
My dad is a Vietnam vet that I've been taking care of even when I was in Florida, and I had just moved him here. So I just had like a lot on my plate. I'm already getting a little older. Just nobody wants to hear that. I've already put in so much work, had made clientele.
Right.
So I had given like all that I had. Like, I'm already tired.
Right.
So
I'm tired thinking about it.
It's requiring me to pull something else up out of me that I don't even feel that I have.
Right.
And so I think sometimes we don't have enough reasons personally for us to keep fighting. Mm-hmm. I think if you look at the bigger picture and think of your family,
right?
Think of the effect you have on somebody else. Just, you might not be important enough for you to pass it. So try to
right. Look outside that window.
Yes, find your strength, find your faith, and stick with it. Like, make that test be your testimony, or that mess be your message.
Right.
And just get through. So I had taken this exam like 3 times.
Oh, wow.
And on the 3rd time we out, and I had the most to complete probably out of anybody who's been up on the chopping block for this exam. And I aced it with like 99 100s all the way through. Like, I'm still surprised. It just happened Saturday, but
right.
For me, I just had to look at it like, if you don't grind now, you'll be stuck at this adversity for the rest of your life.
That's right.
And as emotional you want to be and cry and everything, sometimes you just can't do it. And even my mom said, like, if you're in war and you thinking about your dad or something else that's going to make you sad, you're going to get shot.
Right. Okay.
I thought that was kind of cold, but she was so serious.
It's understandable though.
Yeah, she was like, keep your eye on the prize. And so if you just try to envision that you're winning before you even fight, who else does that? Mike Tyson.
Right.
He already knows he won before he even fights. Even his opponent knows it.
Right. Just intimidated them the whole time.
You'll be fine. I mean, I can't explain how important just envisioning yourself, connecting with your spiritual strength, God, making reasons for your success bigger than you. I mean, money is low-hanging fruit. That's the easiest thing to get at the bottom.
Right.
You need to have a bigger reason, and all that together just really propelled me through. And now I'm glad to be back on the radio. And yes, I went through haters at school, people judging me, just all kind of stuff. Family, friends getting mad because I can't call back.
Right. Like I got a whole life I'm trying to prepare for over here. Sure. But you know, and some people don't understand that. They don't get it. You know, to me, I think it's selfish, especially when you actually know the person and you know what they're trying to do. And let me just say it like this, becoming a doctor is not easy. So yes, she's becoming a doctor, y'all, and you know, until she get that certificate, we're gonna keep it there, and we're gonna pray for her mind, her strength, and everything, you know. But hey, how many more? What, you got 2 more years?
Oh no, probably about around the end of the year, and right now I'm pretty much in my classes. I'm just seeing patients.
Right. Oh, that what's it called? Internship? Not intern. What is it called?
Well, just like knocking out. You need to
clinicals.
Have patient contacts.
Right.
Hours.
Okay.
So knocking that out. But as far as being like having unorthodox things pop up. I mean, it's not my daddy's fault. He get old.
Okay.
Sir, anything can come in your path. Don't think you always have it figured out either.
That's right. And it's funny that you say that, because I'm stepping in to help my mom on a lot of things too. And I'm like, okay, Lord, how am I gonna, you know, continue to make the appointments, talk to the doctors, talk to the, you know, do this and do that, and you know, as well as keep my head above water with what I'm trying to do, because I'm really just getting my foot in the door, like stuff off the ground in my business. And it's like, in my mind, well, the enemy Satan wanted to tell me that, yeah, it's always something, you know, you can't never get yourself. But I had to say, you know what, through the strength of God, I will, at the end of the day.
Yes.
You know, and that's it, you know. And I don't have, my mom, like, is not like yours, what she say, you can do it, you got it, get it together, pick your head up, you know, all that, this, that, and the third. But I know she's proud of me, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's definitely a process with what you're saying, taking care of dad and going to school, trying to maintain your even your average GPA. You know, it's a lot. And people don't understand because times are growing so pressing, that if you don't become hardcore raw and understand that these times are to make you, not break you, but sometimes people don't mentally have the stability to go through it, then, you know, it's more of the brokenness. And then from brokenness, people get, and I like what you said when you said you had to shut everything down. Shut it down. And everything, just so you can get to that point. And sometimes we do, because, and let me just be frank, just like you said, Facebook can be so harsh that it will have you mentally drained if you're not careful, you know.
Exactly.
And then it'll have you lashing out.
exactly. And I saw people that I started school with, and they're getting ready to graduate, and I'm extremely happy for them. But you just don't want to get distracted
At all.
like from anything on Facebook. Some people wanted me to choose between my dad and school, and I'm like, yes, the last 3 months I did, so I can focus. But if you want to do both and you put value in both, you just need to figure out how to do both.
Balance
and for
it.
the younger generation, who I feel has a little bit of an entitlement issue, sometimes things are not going to go your way, and you cannot break down and sit there and cry. And I'm going to rub your back.
Right.
And get past it. You could probably even cry afterwards.
Exactly. Cry in secret or something.
Yes. You don't want to be stuck with that adversity and then be bitter.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's true, because this generation is entitled. Like, it does have a certain entitlement to be. And I'm not sure your age, but I just know for me.
33.
Okay. What I was going to say is, I know my generation, and I'm 46. My generation had the whole coming out of poverty mindset. But even coming out of poverty mindset, it caused us to spoil our children rotten. And instead of embracing what we was taught, we began to say, well, I'm not going to do my kids the way my parents did me. When, if in all honesty, how do you think you were made? How do you think you became who you are if your parents didn't stay on you, if your parents didn't, make sure that you understand ethics and morals and walking in character and integrity?
Right. And now I'm starting to feel like, because there is a gem in struggle, but if you're not going to get it from struggle, then you need to get it from self-discipline.
That's right.
You need to practice that self-discipline and self-control.
Right.
It takes a lot of sacrifice sometimes to just get the great thing that you want. And if you can't go through that period of time, then you truly haven't really earned it. The win might not feel as good. It's just,
that's right.
So many things surrounding like the journey.
and it is. It's a lot of things. Life in itself, it comes and it happens, and you do have to take a step back and count where you're going to go. In this day and time, people just say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to, you need to really count up the cost, like for real, because you're going to have some sleepless nights if you're not careful. And it's better for you to have sleepless nights on things that's going to profit you, like school.
Oh, I definitely. I've had some sleepless nights, but I don't have to retake that test.
I know that's right. You know what? You're gonna talk about me, girl, because I am. It's expired, but I'll still say it. I am a certified surgical tech, and I went to school for 18 months. And girl, I took that test 3 times. The 3rd time I passed and went to work at the hospital, did SPD, worked in labor delivery, all that, and hurt my knee and had to have surgery, and I was done with it. I have a whole certificate that's expired, and I worked hard for that certificate. So, you doing good.
Right, and whenever you have some, if you want to do that, but
right.
I think the radio is perfect.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's just pretty dope. But we glad you're back, because for y'all that don't know, we here at WPMM, we do have a morning show, and during Monet is part of the morning show crew. And the thing about it is, when we started up, everything was good, it was going good and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it was like 3 or 4 of us had some stuff, major stuff that happened. And we had to
we got the building, I think.
Yeah, that's true. We was preparing to move in the building at that time, so we had to shut it down for a while. And we're back, like we're coming back. Don't count it lost, because we got some content for y'all.
Right, some good positive energy came through, upgraded everyone. So
Exactly.
I'm excited about the future.
Yes.
For everyone's shows.
So since you're here, just share what you share on what do you actually share on the morning show when we are part of that. I like to hear her talk about stuff, y'all.
So when it comes to holistic medicine, meaning we're not just looking at the problem that you are going to the doctor for. We're looking at like all the root causes, and is your mind even in a place to heal? Is your diet and lifestyle even an environment for your body to heal before we start giving you all these recommendations?
Right.
So I often like to talk about healing further down, like further up the line before we get to treatment plans and stuff like that, just to make sure that you're in the right space to heal. Because a lot of people out here are wasting their time and money.
Exactly.
On pills and supplements and just all these fad things, because going natural is a fad right now as well, and a lot of people are getting ripped off.
Okay.
And yeah, I just like to talk about spiritual causes and try to give people another perspective and angle to look at health, so it sticks. It's more important to them. They see where they're messing up at. Exactly. And yeah, I feel like I just give a little bit of a different perspective that people need to hear, that your regular doctor, Western medical doctor, may not tell you. Well, there's a lot that they don't tell you sometimes. They usually just like give you your results and tell you what you need to do, but you really don't get the full picture. For example, if you have bad lab values, they'll usually tell you if your blood labs or something is abnormal, but they don't tell you if you want a high end next to abnormal. Like maybe you should start working on this and this before you get into right. You know, so yeah, I just try to like fill in the blanks for people. Right. And a lot of people, you'll be surprised, are poor historians of their own body or don't even know their own body. Like,
wait a minute, what word did you just say?
Poor historian. So a lot of people are poor historians of their own body. They don't pay attention to it, so they can't tell the doctor what they need, really. Right.
Oh yeah, that's my mama all day long. That's why I stepped in. Okay.
Try to get people to be more conscious and yeah, look at the big picture so we can truly help you and stop wasting time.
Right, exactly. And that's my biggest thing, because regardless of if I got insurance or not, it still costs me more to go through the whole cycle of going to the doctor because something's wrong. And so and I'll just use an example for now, like from April to probably my birthday, I was on this whole let me eat right kick. Because I know if anything, it'll give me the energy that I'm lacking because of how I move around. And so how I move around, it had caused me to go, like literally go to fast foods every day. And I ain't never really been like this big fast food person. But because at the same time, I'm on the run all the time, I would just grab them. And so from the beginning of April to the end of May, I literally was doing meal prep. I was purchasing meal prep from a local caterer. And I seen the difference. I felt the difference. Everything was, I told him what I wanted and the purpose of my meal prep, what my expectations was, all that. And so he prepared the food accordingly. And girl, I'd be doggone if right after my birthday, I was like, okay. I had to hold off for a minute because I had some things that I had to take care of. I had son graduating and different stuff like that. So I was telling him, I'm gonna hold off. I'll resume once I get my footing right. And so yesterday, after all, but I still bought like healthy things. But yesterday I called myself grabbing a quick snack because I was on the run and I ain't had Popeyes in a while.
Yeah.
That chicken was so nasty to me after eating right for so long.
That's another thing. Yeah. If you don't eat salt or sugar in a while or try to drink a soda or just eat something, right, go back, you really can tell, like, how did I even eat this for so many years? Exactly. And I love Popeye's chicken.
Yeah. It didn't
I
work.
don't know. I also think them places are changing their recipe over time. It's like
Right.
maybe Popeyes don't taste like it did in the 90s. I don't know.
And you're right, because that's what I was thinking. I said, well, because at first I was like, well, maybe it's because I've been eating right, which I know that's what it was. But then I was thinking about they done changed something in this Joker. I don't know. To be honest, it actually tasted like Church's chicken, and I haven't ate Church's chicken in like 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah, I think a lot of people stopped.
Okay, and that's it. So, for a middle age, am I considered middle age?
Yes, we just don't say yes. I say yes. I say yes. I think that's because the new 40s is like, you could be a 20-year-old, 40-year-old, like it's the new 20s.
Oh.
Doing right.
Okay. Look, 20-year-old, 46-year-old. But for a middle-aged lady who is fairly healthy, you know, I have a few things come up like I'm anemic, or I have to have a procedure done to just make sure everything on the inside is right or whatever. But for the most part, I don't have diabetes. I don't have none of that. How would you? And y'all, she is a student. She made that clear. She gave her disclaimer earlier. Yeah. But from her opinion, I'm asking, how would you recommend like getting back to healthy and staying healthy without like overexerting your finances, yourself, and exercise, but just want to be healthy on a daily basis?
So, I mean, it's cliche, but definitely diet, just reducing or eliminating meat and...
Eliminating completely?
Salts like that. No, minimize for those who can't.
Got you.
And then for those who feel very strongly about veganism, then
it's easy.
They can attempt to do that. I mean, it is hard. I am vegan, but it's... Okay, so I forgot to even mention that I'm a cancer survivor. So for me, I've made changes.
Praise Jesus. You know what? I'm going to just put a pin right there. That means a lot to hear that, because I've lost 3 people to cancer in my family. And every win is like, they didn't get them. That's like a victory for me.
Yes, thank you. That was a whole nother chapter of how I got into
holistic healing.
I always wanted to be a doctor, but after going through what I was going through and not really getting the help I needed, and I felt like, okay, I had ovarian cancer, so why would you want to give me a hormone to mess with my ovaries even further?
Wow.
So some of my questions weren't really answered, and that's what led me down this trail. And for me and you, one of the biggest things was diet. But now I'm researching that sleep is food. Sleep is food before the food, or you won't even digest the food right. So
yeah, you said that was a whole scripture you just gave me right there.
Yeah. Try to get rest, and then being fluid, like Bruce Lee said, right? Letting some things roll off your back. Not being mentally stuck on things that's just going to keep bringing... Negativity brings your immune system down.
I believe it.
So I don't care what you got to do. Acupuncture, pray, go outside.
Meditate, whatever. Take a long drive.
Yes. Do all that. And then, you know, I guess it depends on the person, but I would not take too many prescription pills.
Right.
And then, just basically it boils down to sleep, diet, and your mind state.
Right.
That alone can heal you against all odds.
I will say that I'm learning to rest. And because and I'm not gonna lie, people get on me all the time. Like, you need to slow down. You need to get some rest. And that's true. And, and I'm very transparent on my show. I don't know if you ever had a chance to listen to one show all the way through, but for the most part, I don't care. Like, so the biggest thing is, people don't understand coming out of a 16-year marriage, starting completely over and trying to find your footing after raising children since you was 15.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How it is to start over and try to live life. It's very hard, but you got to be determined. And you got to be the type of person that refuse to take losses, even when you take losses, you know.
Yes, I totally understand that, and probably you feel like you need to catch up. Like, even for my exam, I didn't sleep that much.
Right.
Because when you're grinding, I do understand, like, you trying to grind. Like,
right.
You can't sleep. You can't work while you sleep.
Right, right.
But eventually you do need to show your body that love. And the sleep is so important because it resets your body.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you assimilate food. Like, it does so much that they're still doing research on.
Right.
I can tell that maybe the world nowadays is suffering from a lack of sleep as well. That's why everyone has anxiety. I mean, with the depression and everything, people aren't even sleeping, and they're
right. It's hard for me to go to sleep, like, because my body's so used to going, and it's always like bloom, 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 bloom. And so when even like, okay, so I'll say this: Saturday, I made a conscious decision to go home after me and Sarah did the she had her model call, and I was so hungry and sleep deprived, but we made it through. And so when we finished, I said, y'all, I gotta go get me something to eat. Like, literally, I felt my body like telling me, you better feed me, like, for real. So I went and I got something to eat, and I went home. And girl, from that day, from Saturday evening, about almost 6 o'clock to probably 6 o'clock the next day, I didn't leave out my house at all. My body was like, I'm not doing nothing. Only reason I did because I thought I had some things to do, and I left for about an hour and then went back home, and I was over it, like, for real, because it takes a toll on you, you know.
Yeah, it does. It makes everything harder. You could have studied great, but if you stay all the way up to the test, you might not remember anything.
It's going to be what they call it, scrambled in your head, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things that we as people, we have to realize that, you know, we have to work out our own life. You know, we can't go by what we see in other people's life, you know. And I'm going to tell you, even during school, like back, now that you're talking about it, when I was in school, I probably got three hours of sleep at night. And girl, I promise you, 80% of the tests I failed. But I had gracious teachers that was like, you know this stuff. We be in class, and we go through these lectures. We ask y'all questions. You be the main one answering the questions. And I used to attribute to test anxiety, but then I was like, no, I'm just challenged when it comes to tests because I go so hard that I don't allow my brain to rest. Mm-hmm. And then when it's time to take the test, it's like, what is this?
Oh yeah.
You know? So yeah, I feel
Definitely. It's big for children too. I wanted to put out there because I've seen a lot of children during this pandemic not going to bed at a decent time. And then I also see a lot of people struggling with their online classes, you know, elementary, middle school, high school.
Right.
So, yeah, sleep is still very important just because you're at home.
That's right.
But I will say most of my patients a lot of them have insomnia. It's one of the hardest things to treat. So we have things called like sleep hygiene, which means cutting your phone off, not keeping your phone by your head because of the EMF frequencies.
Right.
Wait a minute,
reading, for real?
Yeah, not reading 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed. Like not looking at a screen because literally, I can't think of the term of what's in the screen, but it's like keeping your brain awake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you Google or research sleep hygiene, there's all different types of techniques to like, almost like a ritual regimen before you go to bed to try to get you ready for bed.
And you know what, that's true because for me, if I can't sleep, like last night, I struggled to like 2 o'clock, but that's because I stayed home and rested the whole day. So, but for the most, right. My brain was like, what we doing? I don't know. Right now, we've been asleep for a while. It's time to get up. But I couldn't go to sleep. So I'm in this spiritual prayer class, and we have modules. So I put that module on because I remember that at night when I YouTube, I can do like God's scriptures, God's word on rest. And it can go like 8 hours straight. And so I put that on, but I put my my modules on last night and I just fell straight on out. And that's like a regimen for me. Like if I can like go to sleep under the word of God, it just put me to sleep. And it ministers to my spirit in the morning. I'll be ready.
That is great. And we have guided meditations and all over YouTube. There are 8-10 hour, some of them are frequencies you can listen to. Some are meditation.
Mm-hmm. They had a little music in the back, the soft little music in the background and everything. So that does like, I do notice the difference versus when I'm just dog tired and just can't take it no more, go to sleep. Versus listening to that. Okay, so it's 11:46. Before we even start to close down, name a few superfoods that are pretty good to eat during your process of transitioning to holistic eating lifestyle. I know, I just throwed it at you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. So, of course, fruits and veggies, all the things that grow out the ground is good. But I find, it's hard to just go switch over to just fruits and veggies and breads and pastas.
Right.
So, there are a lot of, like from chickpeas, you can make about 100 different things.
Really? With chickpeas?
You can make 100 different things. You won't even know it's a chickpea.
Really?
And there are some mock meats, some way better than others. Some are just as unhealthy as the things that you shouldn't be eating anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say go-tos for vegans is chickpeas, whatever you can make out of that. You can make crab cakes, you can make burgers, you can make all kinds of stuff in that.
Wow.
I eat a lot of plantains.
Oh, I love plantains. Oh, send me a recipe, Monet. Like, I bought them things before and I ain't know what to do with them. I was just so lost.
Oh my goodness. I got a good recipe that I'm not supposed to give out on the radio.
Oh, you can put it in the family chat.
If anybody else super interested, then maybe they'll call in and write me in.
Right. So maybe they'll hit me up and say, what was the recipe she was talking about? That's true. But that's...
I use a scrambled egg that's made from chickpeas that they sell at Sprouts.
Really?
It's called Just Egg. Oh my gosh, I'm probably helping them get money and I do not work for them.
Right. Look, we don't want to work for them.
But it's so good. It just looks like liquid yellow egg and you fry it up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Same thing regular egg does.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
texture.
I'm definitely have to get with you because I'm at a point right now that, let me see how I say this without giving too much information. I'm at a what they call it, I'm at a crossroad right now in life where I'm gonna have to make some major decisions to where if I don't start now eating right, the health wise is going to definitely take a toll on me.
Okay. So
yeah.
You at I like to call it crossroads.
Yeah. Like, and it's at a point, I'll say this part because I don't mind. It's at a point where the filter in the kidney is borderline.
Yeah.
Close.
And you know what? I'm hoping. So out here on the West Coast, they're a little bit more progressive when it comes to vegan food. There's a vegan restaurant like on every other corner.
Oh wow.
Vegetarian, vegan, whatever. But like in a place where you guys are.
Right.
It's just so hard to find.
It is. Yeah, it is. Because even in October, me and a few business partners went to Vegas. And one of the ladies was vegan, and all she could eat is potatoes the whole time. Like, it wasn't a lot of choices.
There are unhealthy vegans, so there you go.
So, she was like, "Oh, I'm so over this." So, but I think that's one of the reasons why I haven't really got into veganism, because if that's the way to say it, is because, honestly, money-wise, I just don't see it, but I know I can eat right, so
if
anything.
I don't feel like I spend too much more money.
Really?
Because most of the stuff I buy is natural in bulk, but then there's a few products, like there's a vegan beef jerky at Sprouts. I don't think you guys have Sprouts, but it's kind of like Everman's or Whole Foods.
Oh, we do have Everman's. Yes, we have like 3 Everman's here.
Okay. So like a pack of vegan beef jerky might be like $6, but I made up on it. I made up for it because I mainly eat rice and beans. Like that stuff is not expensive.
No, it's not. I like rice.
Yeah.
I actually love rice. I can probably overload on rice, and I try to, but I know that too much is not good.
So too much is not good. Certain color rices are better than others.
Like me, I love white rice, but I'll eat the wheat if I have to. So.
But I would love to do a show with you where I really sit down and write up some maybe ideas, and you could give people.
That would be awesome.
Now and then.
Yes. Let's go ahead and make that happen, even if it's Wednesday. But Wednesday I come on at 9, so that might be like 6 o'clock your time. So we might need to wait till Monday. and that way you can come on at 8 o'clock your time? Yeah.
I think so. So in the morning?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, since I'm in celebratory mode,
she like, I guess. Look, let's get you on before you get out the mode. That way we'll have a chance. But that's one of the things that, my show is about being healthy living in every area, mentally, emotionally, physically, and it's times when I get in my feelings because I understand what it costs to give up your mind, your emotion, and everything else outside of peace. So that's one of the things that I want to work on as well is, hey, like you said, if healthy eating is what's going to help you mentally and emotionally and resting, let's do it. Like, for real. Is that the key without getting sick, getting angry and shooting up the whole,
It really, really is. Yeah. Because you are what you eat, and then, ultimately, most people are sick from whatever they put in their mouth over the years. Like, you just don't get sick randomly unless it's genetic.
Right.
Like, everything else is a consequence of our decisions. So if we didn't sleep, we chose bad relationships, we don't eat right,
and we listen to music that
can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
When we listen to music that don't pour into our spiritual on a good level,
Oh yeah, let me mention that I had cut the rap music while I was studying this past 3 months too. Just anything that could throw me off.
Right. See?
And I want to extend my hand to anybody who probably needs a mentor, especially like high school, middle school, elementary.
Right.
Because I've been through a lot of struggle with academics. I mean, I was always smart, but just trying to separate bad habits from the family and friends, and just becoming your own person and following your path.
Right. Oh my God. I can't express that enough on this show. Like, stop allowing people to dictate your journey. Oh my goodness, yes. Because I did that, and I promise you, it have got me absolutely nowhere.
And I love my dad to death. He probably will laugh if you hear this, but when you let somebody dictate your journey, and then you fail, they still gonna laugh at you. I'll tell you right now, my dad doesn't really understand everything I'm going through. He's extremely proud of me.
Right.
I told him that I got kicked out of that school. If he don't care that I came over every day, he's gonna be like, girl.
Right.
You don't let anyone be in charge of your
That's right.
outcome of your efforts and your skills and talents that you're supposed to be presenting to the world.
That's right.
They're not gonna be with you once they mess you up.
And can't nobody do it. Like, if I'm a strong believer, and I tell people all the time, I know my belief is not everybody's belief, but everybody can share their belief, and we might all get something out of it, but I tell people all the time that it is not easy following your own path, but I promise you, can't nobody do it better than you.
No, and there's always room for you, because let's say, okay, you on the radio, I'm on the radio, Brandon on the radio.
Right.
there's a group of people that's specifically for you.
That's right.
That need to hear you, that you can only reach. I can't reach them, Random can't reach them.
That's right.
Whoever, Luke, yeah.
All of us. You know.
Don't ever think that you're not important, yeah.
Exactly. And don't ever let anybody else think that you're not as important as them. You know, because, you know, some people will like debo their way into your life and make you feel like you smaller. No, I'm not. I'm just as equal as you. So, I promise you, I got something you need. You just as much as you got something I need. You know, and that's you know, that's the size of it. That's the base of it. Listen, y'all are listening to, we're going to go and say Dr. Monet. We bringing it to pass. And we believe in God that he really, I know that we're going to be sending people your way. So just be ready. Because I'm finna get, like Sarah talking about, that's my daughter. I said she finna be mine too. Like, I need her, like, for real, in my life right now. But y'all are listening to, now, okay, because I know you're part of the morning show. Have you even thought about, are you going to have a show on your own? I'm putting it out there. I might get in trouble.
I'm definitely considering that, probably closer to graduation.
Right.
But as long as the morning show will have me, I plan on sticking with
Oh, we're going to have you. Yes, we're going to have you all day long. So just look for her in the future to step out on her own with WPMM. Until then, she will be joining us just as sure as we up and running with the morning show again. And we're going to make it happen because we are excited about what God is doing here at Changing the Horizon Media Group. LLC, where we come under the umbrella, we at WPMM are coming under the umbrella of it, whether it's radio, internet radio, or talk radio. We're all here doing the same thing and for a greater cause. Y'all have met Monet. It was a pleasure having you on the show, girl. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write your number down too, because I need to call you. And for the most part, y'all are on a personal, y'all have joined us on a personal note. Instagram, Facebook, and internet. We appreciate y'all with an everlasting appreciation. So don't forget, we have a grand opening this Saturday, but first we're going to kick it off with DJ Dread-Eye with Afro-Caribbean Nights at the Cultures Event Centers from 8 to 12. Y'all come through. It's $10 before 9 o'clock if you reserve. Hit them up at 770-777-6024. That's 850-777-6024. Come and see us, support us. And before we go, we're going to go ahead on and let Mom Monet give us some closing remarks. And we will see y'all on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Go ahead. You got it, Monet.
Okay, so I guess I would just let y'all know that pay attention to your bodies. Anyone on the outside who may be helping you, you are the owner of your own temple first. So even if it's a doctor giving you advice or telling you what to do, just try to spend more time with yourself, see what resonates with you. Whatever doesn't, throw it away. Get second opinions. If you don't see a momentum of your health getting better, sit down, backtrack, take care of yourself, stay focused. If you got goals you need to accomplish, don't let anyone get in your way. And everyone enjoy their lives and live life to the fullest and be the best you could be.
Amen. And that's it. We're going to say Selah to that, and we're going to go on off the air. Y'all have a good one. Until the next time. Let me put on something. Just hold on, Monet.